always thinking like a witness is a second entity, right? Like you're a witness and you're witnessing thoughts, no thoughts, mind, no mind, right?
Hmm.
And now this witness itself, I mean, technically, like you said, it is everywhere, right? It's not like it becomes perception. I think that's what is difficult to comprehend.
Yeah, that's because we are so used to seeing everything in duality, in two. I and the other, I and the other. But Advaita says there is no I. And you
Hmm.
recognize this, that which you were calling I was actually the knower.
Hmm.
And how can the knower in this pot be different than the knower in that pot, and be different than the knower in that pot, and be different than the knower in that pot? All
Hmm.
the pots have the knower. How can everybody say that my knower is infinite, unlimited, borderless, and
Hmm.
devoid of objects? How can everybody's knower be infinite? How many infinite spaces do you know?
Hmm.
So there's possibility of only one infinite knower or knowingness.
Hmm.
So that which I was thinking as I, the
Hmm.
ego, is not really what I was thinking it to be.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's like I give you the example. If I take a mirror and I shine the light of the sun, you will think that it is the Ekta's light, but really it is not my light. So basically, I was living on borrowed light, thinking this is I.
Hmm.
Got it? Yeah. So it is just
Yeah.
the knower that has forgotten itself and got lost in the world of people, situations, things, objects, and
Hmm.
has created an apparent duality. The duality is also not real,
Hmm.
it is an apparent duality. This same knower who had forgotten everything now comes back and recognizes, oh, I am the knower.
Hmm.
And then he realizes, oh, I am infinite and I am free of objects. And then he starts recognizing that it's not that I am just inside this head or at the background of something. I am like an ocean.
Hmm.
And if I am an ocean, in this ocean only things come up, they play for a while, and they go away. Like a wave rises up in the ocean, plays for a while, and goes away. This is
Hmm.
just the second leg where the knowingness is exploring itself. The knowingness
Hmm.
is knowing itself. Now that
Hmm.
it recognizes itself, now the knowingness needs to figure out really how are these objects rising up. Is there really a separate entity called matter that I always thought this body
Hmm.
was, or that thing was, or that person is?
Hmm.
So now it starts exploring. In the third leg, it is exploring this world, and it
Hmm.
goes out and it says, do I really know matter? Do I really know matter? No, it is just perception of touch,
Hmm.
perception of sight. What is seeing made of? Seeing is made of knowing.
Hmm. Hmm.
What is touching made of? Touching is made of knowing. What is hearing made of?
Knowing.
Knowing. So the stuff that each of our perception is made of is knowingness itself.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
really, there is no two, there is no duality. Everything is knowingness.
Hmm.
Knowingness only comes up in the form of this world, and knowingness only dissolves back into this world. Now we don't
Hmm.
even know if there is a world out there.
Hmm.
There is no solid proof that there is matter. Even scientists are still
Yeah.
experimenting on this. Even they keep having their own controversies whether matter exists or it doesn't exist. Yeah? Even way before scientists started arguing about this, it was already there in our Vedantic scriptures, where Advaita clearly points out that everything is just made up of consciousness. It is one, it's like one blanket of consciousness. In that one blanket, certain objects come up, they play, they look different, and then they go back into that blanket. And there is nothing else. It is just one field of consciousness, infinite field of consciousness. Understood? Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
in the first leg, we see it as object and subject because that's all I can see right now. So we start at the level where I am, and then Advaita hand holds you and takes you to this higher level. Yeah. So now then you start, now you have to start seeing it. And when I'm speaking to my husband, the seeing, the hearing, the interacting, everything is nothing but knowingness. This knowingness itself is consciousness. This consciousness is aware. And it is isness. Yeah. So when I'm in my deep sleep state, what happens? In deep sleep state, because there is no object, no person, no situation, no thing, and not even a mind object like a thought about the person, the light of knowingness is illumining the absence of objects. Got it? So knowingness itself is no thingness. Yeah? So Advaita says that why consider it as a world of separate matter and separate energy where you don't have proof for this matter? Yeah? You just experience the energy. You don't experience matter. The same energy transforms into my thoughts. I experience my thoughts, I experience my feelings, I experience perception of touch or sound or taste. Everything is here. I don't experience anything out there. World means what? It is somewhere outside of me. Advaita says, where is your experience of this world happening? Here, right here. And how far is that here? 1 inch? 1 centimeter? No, there is no distance. There is no difference really. There is no subject and object only. That's why in the second leg, the object drops off. And in the third leg, you go out to experiment how the subject itself is everything. So now this elaborates that point of Ramana Maharshi, which we said that consciousness in activity becomes the mind and the world, and this mind and the world at rest is the consciousness.
Yeah.